once all our tier 4 stuff is good. So like once we get the brick slabs in like these 3 houses, and once we get like the tarps in these 3 houses, and once we get everyone's tools up, I feel like we can enter a more casual mode for this game. Like, I don't feel the need to like rush tier 5 as a settlement. Maybe my brother Mutation does. I'll just like contribute like the one job I do. Ooh, I need to eat more. But like, I would love to like get to a more casual place with this game, where I'm like making stuff in the time I have available instead of like doing this in the time I don't have available. Hey Sugar, what animal do you hunt for tier 3 leather and where are they? Services. I'll show you. We actually hunted a few of those earlier. These guys. There's male services. There's female services. They are in the autumn forest or the pine forest, where we are. So there's a few hunting spots we've found. There's one out here in the wild for males. There's lots of females around this area near the watchtower. There's some males on the other side of the river. Then I think there's females there's definitely females on this peninsula. And then there's hunting elsewhere. It's just horribly inconvenient. Somebody ever set up a hunting camp up here though? It could be amazing. Oh, hi there. Helping with the Potter mix. You probably got like the looms running. I really appreciate it, Lagoon. Let me get in on this. There's only one tier 4 loom. Yeah. But you have that running. Yeah, we've only got one tier 4 kiln too. Oh man, and it just dawned on me that how many brick slabs that's gonna take. So no matter how you slice it, this is gonna take 15 hours. But I can divvy up the unfired bricks. So really, it could take... Yeah, compendium here. Passive crafting slots. Okay. So theoretically, it could take 1 hour if I handed it out to like 15 different people to cook. Vince, hi. How are you doing? You could run over to a big town. Also, if you wanted to do like 5 at once. That's true. I mean, my teleport juice is at 14 right now. So teleporting with those would be rough. I don't think any of the nearby settlements probably have more than a single kiln. I know a few good ones. Oh, this only makes 142? Only. Fortunately, it still takes the same amount of time. Alright, drink the craft juice. Say, is that an Amerium chisel? What rarity is it? What rarity is that chisel? Uncommon? Can I borrow it? Sorry. If you have any other tools you want to upgrade to tier 4 too, you can give that to me. I'm one of the few people in the world, in the universe, who can get tier 4 leather, it feels like. And so I see a lot of green, like, really high level people with like tier 3 tools. You were considering rolling your T3 uncommons to rare before taking them to tier 4? Well, that's fair. Because I've definitely just ruined this one. It seems like it takes a lot of work for 8 tools. It is. Can't trade with you, and I think it's because you're standing in that the blue circle. There we go. It didn't help a ton. But yeah, I know what you mean. So like I love re-rolling tier 2. Like you get that to uncommon, it feels good. But I don't think I would re-roll. I don't think I would keep going with a tier 4 uncommon. Like at tier 4, I think I would try again for a rare before like leveling that up to tier 5. Rolling tier 2 to uncommon is easy. Rolling tier 3 into rare seems doable, but a bit tough. And you would stop re-rolling at rare for sure. Same. Like re-rolling a tier 3 is... It feels very uncomfortable because what happens is you gotta use like your metalworking flux and your hide salts and your I guess you don't need a cloth mordant, but like the sandpaper. Rerolling a tier 4 rare for epic requires 15 scraps? That's insane. Would never attempt that. I wouldn't attempt that with 3. The problem with re-rolling at like those higher levels is like it requires actual money to like prepare the materials. And so if you are just unlucky, you lose actual money instead of actual materials. And I don't know, I guess money's just another kind of materials in a way, but like it still feels like you can make yourself bankrupt. It's so much worse than making yourself run out of materials. Time to re-up on the juice. Look at us go. Alright, we get these unfired fine bricks done. That's why you feel like rerolling is best done at tier 2, tier 3. You just let Jesus take the wheel at rare. It's the way it's got to be done. Like maybe those crazy people at like the tier 5 towns, you could probably, not tier 5, tier 7 towns, you might be able to swindle them out of like $12 million for like a legendary item. I don't even know what like the rarities are after epic. But I feel like if you find like the right emperor who's got like too much treasury and doesn't know what to do with it, you can get him to drain the entire thing on like one tool. Like you'd have to get his attention. You know, like slide into his DMs, be like, hey, I got the stuff, you interested? Speaking of which, how's my treasury doing? 1693. That's so nice. We have less than a week. I don't like that. But you have housing income now. You would imagine if you're selling tools, it becomes a real market at tier 5 plus. Yeah, like tool selling has been very interesting in this game because like I did the math at one point. Like a Fairlight Lith tool is worth like 250 just for like the supply value. But you'll never see it sell for that much. But like any blacksmith could just like make fences all day and make more money than almost all of this. And it especially gets weird when you hit like tier 3 and like you're spending real, like you spend $1,000 on your metalworking goop, and then everyone's like, nah, common tier 3, that's worth nothing. And you're like, it's at least worth 925. And like that's not by your choice, it's just like the material values. Like I can almost sell the leather for 925. Or maybe you sell Uncommon Plus and scrap out your commons. That's true. I wonder if you get more scrap if you scrap a better tool. Like no one in their right mind would scrap an uncommon like Firelight. You do? That makes sense. So there might be a market for selling a lot of scrap. Like I would never re-roll myself, but I could sell 900 scrap to somebody. Yeah. The uncommon gave you 3 when you scrapped it accidentally? That's good to know. So what you do is you get in the scrap selling market instead of like re-rolling the tools yourself. You convince somebody else to pay like the material cost. Tier 2 scrap goes for around 80 in region 5. Crap. Fallow Shade's trying to buy it for 10. Trying to sell it for 199 here. And that's it. Nobody's selling scrap. This guy's got 119 scrap. That's pretty crazy. So apparently you need to take your scrap up to region 7. Peerless tool scrap 46. What the hell's going on in Chilney? So you took like, you got tools up to tier 6 46 times and you scrapped them all. Insane. Yeah. Crazy thing, like $1,000 seems kind of fair. So this is how smiths make back their money. The guy selling 46 tier 6 scrap, what is he doing? My assumption with that guy, like the only way you could do that, come across that, I feel, is if you didn't like re-roll at all, or like give up if you've had like a string of bad luck. So like I feel like maybe he got like to common or uncommon in like tier 5 and 6, and like he just never like stopped anywhere in the process. Like, nah, this one's bricked. Because like that's the only way I can imagine like wanting to scrap a tier 6 tool. And he's selling the scrap for 1,000? You could sell the tool for like twice that. Hang on, what would I charge for a common tier 6? For a common tier 6. $3,200. I feel like that is a fair price for a common tier 6. Like now we could actually like figure out what it is worth. But like there's plenty of people who are at level 60 and just don't have the tools, right? At that point it failed 5x rarity rules in a row. Maybe it's bad luck totem at that point, like a voodoo charm. Hang on, I can do some maths. Okay. To stay common, transition 5 times. 16% chance. So like it's still up there. It's like rolling a 1 through 3 on a d20, you know. Like a pretty critical failure, just about. But you've got like a 55% chance of it being uncommon and a 25% chance of it being rare. The odds of it being mythic are nearly impossible. Do you think a common tier 10 would sell for more than like an epic? Just based on the IRL rarity of the item. So a tier 10 common is a 4% chance. So but then again, there's like the fact that nobody's gonna keep pushing that. Like, you are not worth the material cost to like not re-roll at Pyrelight. A 4% chance of being common all the way up. I feel so bad for that person with that tool. That's for the person who loves this game so much they never want to stop hitting the tree. They're just like, I don't actually want to hurt the tree. I just want to like hang out with it for like 7 years. I'm gonna feel bad for all those people who built their town around like a tier 10 tree, thinking it's gonna be around forever. One of these days, a weird antisocial level 90 person is gonna come through. Well, never mind. I guess you have to be 100 exactly. And the only person who would make it to level 100 is gonna be like the antisocial weirdo who doesn't understand, like, oh, you built this around a tree? Buy order complete. Did I just buy 70 ingots? I might have. Getting to 100 in wood cutting, but can't afford an uncommon axe is wild. Yeah, but what? I don't know. Like, for anyone who's not a smith, it almost feels like you take what you can get. Like, you can look up skills on Vegeta, their leaderboard. There's a guy with 91 fishing. But you can see that he has done nothing else. Yeah. Probably bought a boat at least. I'm trying to like... I'm just thinking of that guy fishing non-stop. Like, nobody on Earth can make him a tool to get like the better fish. I wonder if like the second like somebody hits that smithing level, he like calls them directly and he's like, hey, level up my rod. They're like, I need an adult. True, he has 29 sailing. Everything else is 10 or lower. Just... like, I imagine that man does a lot of drugs. Like, fishing's kind of my retirement plan in this game, but I imagine if you're just like, you put movies on, maybe you get schwasty, and you just kind of like sit in like your favorite lake. You bought all your tools, never really crafted them yourself? I mean, like, the smithing life has been kind of weird for me. Because, like, I feel constantly at the mercy of, like, somebody else's job. Like, getting getting rope has been, like, pulling teeth for me. I'm like, I want to make 1,000,000 tools, and then I have to ask Mutation. I'm like, hey, go on a rope trip. Spend your entire afternoon gathering rope for me, and I'm going to blow through it in like 10 minutes. Sound cool? They're like, nah, no, not at all. Maybe he just retired at the get-go? I mean, I think about that a lot. When Final Fantasy XIV first dropped, like, they were treating, like, crafting careers more like an entire career you could choose to do. And I feel like they hard pivoted away from that. And I'm not convinced that that was, like, the way to go. Like, they could have made crafting basically this game. Like, wouldn't it be cool if this was Final Fantasy XIV? And just like whenever you were bored with crafting, you could go and do some murder, and then like you come back, do some crafting. Maybe you could have your passive crafts going while you like run a dungeon. But like, I like the idea of retiring in an MMO to just do a job. However casually. To be fair, they set on everything in Final Fantasy XIV on fire at first. That is true. The cataclysm. Like, it was handled in the best possible way. Like, to just make it happen in-game where the world explodes and then they replace it with all the new mechanics. Like, that was crazy. Have I said thank you yet for helping me with all this? Because I gotta say, I immediately regretted signing up for this craft job. I don't think I'm ever going to do this again. I have to like make a mental note. Don't start anything like over 10,000. Even 10,000's pushing it. But like, unless I am actually watching a movie on the other monitor, this is not how I'm meant to spend like my golden years. Is that what they call them? They still call them that? Screenshot mode. Pivot around. I seem to be losing my voice a little bit. You can hear gravel in it occasionally. Do a little tour. Ah, there's birds in the market. Nice. Chinchilla's asleep. Say, you don't have a pet yet. No interest, or just didn't want to shovel that much sand? Oop. So close. Haven't really gone looking for one yet. That's fair. Ah, we did it! Now to cook them 10 at a time forever. This is the part where I discover I don't have any blue wood. Hey, I've got blue wood. Happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you, Cozy Bean. I need the brickwork binding ash. Is that lying around somewhere? Gotta bring my own from home. But hey, you know what I can do? Put on my real clothes again. And promise never to craft anything that large ever again. All right, now in 1 hour, I can make one of these. I just need sturdy planks. I've got plenty of those. We will be okay. Whew. Lurking to give you a view because you gotta take care of some BTS stuffsies. Enjoy. Thank you so much for the lurk. It's good to see you, Cozy Bean. Oh. So I threw 10 in there. But it didn't shrink them. Oh, okay. So it shrank down from potter's mix to brick, but it didn't shrink when you put it in the cooker like it does with like ore concentrate. You too, just saw you recommended on the homepage on your laptop, then just now saw on your PC Lunar Rose Dragon raided you, and you were here. Nice. Now, when you say recommended, you know, like Twitch, I made it to the Twitch homepage. That's crazy. I guess maybe if you watch lots of BitCraft, I might be like one of the top streamers on there. Actually, kind of curious. A lot of people watch me for BitCraft. Hey, I'm top of the list. That is nice. I like that. My BitCraft streams have been doing well, and I can't believe, like, I'm sometimes at the top. Yeah, for the category, can't remember. It was either for indie, some other category. Yeah, it's got to be like BitCraft. I play in the middle of the night, and I can be on top of the list in the middle of the night. All the other times, not so much. Okay. So the bricks are cooking. The loom stuff is cooking. Okay, I've got loom stuff too, apparently. Just chilling out there. But with those two things, I can't seem to click into these, but they're going to get their 1 tarp. They're going to get their 5 bricks apiece. The only thing after that is timber, which like 10 people in the settlement can make. And so I'm not feeling bad leaving that one for last. Whew. I think, don't forget about the farming. There is the farming. But like, I can't farm. Right, somebody needs to do the wisp weave. I can't even make the fertilizer. You started the farm with your seeds? It was like 2 seeds. Yeah. I'm sorry. I should just go out and buy seeds. You know what? I was getting ready to do a sign off, but that's a real smart idea. This is I know lots of people who can farm. I am not one of them, but I can help them out by buying tons of seeds. Let me take some meat bulbs for the road. Turn about half the raw meat into fertilizer just in case. Nice. Ooh, somebody did sell me a bunch of ingots. Alright, seed? Nope. Alright. Okay. Seed. Oh man. Stingy monsters. Nobody's selling my wispweed seeds. There we go. Nope, never mind, that's a buy order. Well, no place I've ever been to is selling them. So I guess we just gotta multiply like the 2 seeds we have. Maybe this is how you make some money, sell seeds? It might be. I didn't think of seeds as being like a rare material. But like, you use the seeds to make like the chemical needed, the chemical catalyst for the scrap re-rolling, which is brand new, and I think a lot of people will have gone crazy with that. Seeds suddenly, overnight, have become a rare commodity. Anyway, I think right now is a good time to call it quits. I love the progress we made today. It was fun traveling to Region 9. We got our foraging up so we could actually do helpful things. We never did find that Lucil for Revan. I still want to keep digging in the sand until I can find that. There's some in Region 5 around 35 in Jarud. 35G. Oh, I can't teleport there. I don't have the energy to teleport all the way to Jarud. But that is good to know. I'll use Vegeta next time and we'll find it. We'll get it. It won't take too long. I mean, like, it's gonna take 5 of us cooking bricks 10 at a time, 3 hours, 3 coordinated hours. You get all the brick slabs in. We got time on the seeds, I think. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time. Stick around and I will find somebody to raid. Preferably somebody playing BitCraft. I think there are some people playing BitCraft. Who are we following? We're following the Owl Man. Sagir Auditorium. Alright. We're gonna raid him, and if you are on YouTube, stick around, I'll find somebody to raid over there too. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a great evening, and bye-bye.